Hey there YouTube, France Hopper here. It is Tuesday, March 21st. Happy first full day of spring, but we're not taking a spring break because it's time for a bit of an upgrade. This is the Mac Studio. Let's open it up. So for those of you who were ever wondering if you'd ever see another Mac unboxing on the channel, well, here it is, 8 years later. It has finally come time to retire my mid-2015 MacBook Pro, and this is what I'm going with, the Mac Studio. Simply put, because I just don't use my laptop as a laptop anymore, and this has basically double the power for exactly the same price that I'd have to spend to configure another MacBook Pro to match what I have now. Cat not included, cat sold separately. Hi, Gigi. So, let's go ahead and open it up. This is just simply the base Mac Studio. It's the one with the M1 Max, which is more than sufficient for my needs. You know, the 512 gig of storage built in. It is kind of unfortunate that Apple still doesn't have a better storage capacity like that after 8 years, but it is what it is, and I've got plenty of external drives to make up for it. So, this does come with a nice handle, which is great because it doesn't fit in any of Apple's bags, and unless I took one of my IKEA bags, it would not fit in any of mine. It would be nice if the handle had a little bit more room on it, though, because you can basically stick your hand in and that's about it. But, no more plastic wrapping on or anything. We just have one of these nice little paper pull strips that should have a pretty clean cut. Yep, that looks good. So let's go ahead and lay this down like so. And see if we can get the box open. Oh, okay. This does not come out the way I thought it was going to. It actually flips up. Like so instead. Ta-da! And of course, we still have the designed by Apple in California in front there. Let's go ahead and take that out, see what we have. This looks like a lot of cardboard in here. Yep, that hasn't changed. But what has changed is there's probably almost nothing in here whatsoever. So let's see what we actually have. So we have the Mac Studio. Just simply, here's what you got. Here's the I/O ports on it. That's about it. You know, no software instructions or anything like that anymore. Ooh, we do get a black Apple sticker, though. Ooh, fancy. There you go, $2,000 sticker. And only one of them. So, looks like to open this up, we probably just pull that. Oh, okay. In typical Apple fashion, this is very overly engineered. But at least it's not a Sony with a box inside of a box, unless you consider the computer a box. So, there is the Mac Studio with this nice kind of paperish sort of wrapping there. Underneath that, we have our power cable, which is the nice new braided power cable. And that is basically it. There's nothing else in the box, just a little recycle icon. Because, yeah, this is one of those bring your own keyboard, mouse, and display boxes. So, yeah, let's actually move the box off to the side here. And we'll go ahead and unwrap the Mac Studio, which looks like it's going to go like that. Ooh, yeah. That's some nice little fabric there. Everything kind of just falls away. We'll put that off to the side. And there it is. This is actually kind of heavy. But yeah, nice space gray or whatever the heck Apple's calling colors this time. So this is the model that has the two USB-C on front, SDXC slot. On the back we have 4 Thunderbolt 4, a 10 gigabit Ethernet, power, 2 USB-A, which I'm going to assume are probably 3 or 3.1, an HDMI port, and a headphone jack. Don't see that many times anymore on an Apple device. And on the back, that's basically the power supply under there. Plenty of ventilation. Hopefully this does not have the thermal issues that my MacBook Pro sure does. Looks like we got an antenna going all the way around here, and haven't seen one of these in a while. That looks like a good old Kensington lock slot. So I'm gonna go clean off some room on my desk and get this thing set up and show you the first boot. Okay, so we've got a rather temporary setup going with it for now, but it's in about the position where I expect I'm going to be leaving it on my desk. To get things started, I have a old Time Machine drive plugged in there to do the data copy for my old MacBook Pro, and then we've got a USB-C to Lightning cable here to the keyboard that I'll be using with it, which will then have to plug in the Magic Trackpad, because again, this does not come with a keyboard or mouse. But let's go ahead and power it on here and see what we get. So we got the power button kind of back off to the left here. And here we go. Well, the gray square is not exactly promising, but there we go. That's looking better. And of course I have to pair the trackpad first instead of the keyboard, which is kind of goofy, but let's go ahead and power off the trackpad. There we go. Now it's powered on. Give that a click and see if it will just find it without plugging it in. Nope. Alright, let's turn it off. Turn it back on again. This is a first-gen Magic Trackpad, so I wouldn't be surprised if this isn't set up to expect one. Oh, there we go! It found it, finally. Let's see, we're going to go through every language here, or can I click to continue? We'll click to continue. We'll do English US. And, there we go. I was going to say, I would have thought it would figure out we want the US, because it is plugged into Ethernet. We don't need any accessibility features. And we're going to copy from a Time Machine, which indeed is going to be that one there. And it should realize that it's encrypted with File Vault and ask me for a password in a moment here. Yep, there we go. So let me pop that in real fast. Alright, so we got a password that it's thinking about accepting. Thinking about for a rather long time, which I hope is going to work, because it is a version of macOS behind. There we go. It unlocked. Can we continue? No. Oh. Okay, so that's an interesting problem there, which could be for a couple of reasons. Could be because this is on the latest version of macOS and my previous machine is not, or could be a beta issue. So that is a bit of a bummer. So I'm going to realize it now. Hey, there we go. Feature. So we do want my data from Time Machine. And yep, as I thought it might complain, it does see that it's on an old version of macOS, but hey, guess what? I can't run that on my laptop because Apple decided to finally chop off support for the 2015 machines. So let's see if I can skip that. It knows. That's actually really nice. I was not expecting it to realize that, and yes, I do want to continue with that because I like living on the bleeding edge and dangerously. Let's see, looks like last backed up this afternoon. That should still be pretty sufficient. And yep, that looks like about everybody I'm going to want to move over. And looks like we'll have to set new passwords here. Now that we've done that, let's go ahead and continue. And I agree to the usual legal shenanigans. And I'm curious as to what sort of time estimate it's going to give me, because for once, it is the glorious USB-C. Yeah, this is one of the LaCie secure drives. I think this one's 2 terabytes, so it had more than enough room to hold on to everything that I had. But yeah, this is probably going to be sitting here for a while to do the data transfer. I think I'll go to dinner, but since there's no such thing as a Welcome to macOS video anymore, which is kind of unfortunate, that'll be it. And this will finally be getting edited on the Mac Studio, which means I will not have to do a whole bunch of steps to cut in HDR anymore. So thanks for watching. I will see you in probably about a week for the next Mito in a Box. And then in early April, we'll be having a trip report, so stay tuned for that. But if you're kind of curious more about why I decided to go with the Mac Studio over another MacBook Pro, well, that could be another video. Let me know in the comments if you want to know. But again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you here soon for Mito in a Box.